Honestly, it's so dirty around here, and students are like drinking at night and they throw the bottles away and like break the bottles all around. I wish someone would like clean up for this, but no one actually does.
Students who live near Ohio State's off-campus housing area are no strangers to the garbage that often lines the alleys, sidewalks, and streets. While there are always plastic bags, newspapers, and cigarette butts scattered about, the most common sight is beer bottles.
I've tried for 12 years to get the stores to stop selling beer in bottles. UDF has been a partner of ours and not selling much beer in bottles. Foreign beers come in bottles, domestic beers. Natty Light is the biggest seller of all that comes in cans, and that tells you the world, selling in cans. Store owners have not gone along with me on it, but I just think not buying beer in bottles, because beer in bottles, they serve no purpose.
As is expected on a college campus, a key contributor to these loads of debris is the high amount of parties regularly held in the area.
I think on certain days it looks worse than others, especially like Friday nights or Saturday morning. You can tell people have been having parties and stuff.
Limit the size of your parties. You cannot control a party with 200 or 300 people. You just can't control it. Your apartment's going to take a beating. The yard's going to take a beating, and so that's not the best way to party. Some of the landlords complain about the way the properties are on Monday mornings. The permanent residents complain on Sunday morning, because on Sunday morning people are going to church. They pass a lot of trash. And so by Monday morning, if the trash is not picked up, the landlords will hire their staff to pick it up, then bill the students for that.
While a walk down any of the sidewalks in the area is sure to lead past unsightly piles of garbage, many students have pointed out that the majority of the scattered trash can be found in the back alleys.
My dumpster last year would like overflow and they would just like go into the alleys. It's kind of gross.
I figure it's whoever makes a mess needs to clean it up. If you can get in the dumpster, that's where the city's responsibility comes in, I think. So I think that's just taking responsibility of yourself. If you make the mess, you should clean it up.
I think that the city does a good job most of the time picking up the dumpsters. The problem is the trash falls out of the dumpsters. No one picked that up, so that's an issue there, picking that up. Other issues we have with dumpsters are dumpster divers. We have the dumpster divers who come along and open up the plastic bag to get the cans out, and they'll leave the trash there. Some of them will tie the bags back and put the bags back in there.
The dumpsters each belong to a property. Each property belongs to a realty company, so it's really up to them to make sure that the dumpsters are being kept in order, whether that includes making sure there are locks on it that only the people can get into if they live in those places, or they have a waste management company that comes regularly and takes away the trash. I mean, that's really up to them. 5-6 times a month or so, I'll see some bum going through the garbage, ripping open the bags, making a mess everywhere, and that's when you start having trash problems, like you have garbage everywhere. That's when you get rats and pests and other vermin going through our stuff.
I think cleaning up your front yard. I know there's some landlords out there that put plants in, put mulch in, and trash and everything is in those, and that's not good. I think take pride in your community and pride of where you live. Even though it's a transient population, you may only be here for a year. Keep your property looking good for that year. There's some properties across the street, if I were a student, I would live in without hesitation or reservation. But there are some that need work. Sometimes rent is cheap for a reason.
This has been Chris Scullin reporting for The Lantern. You stay classy, Ohio State.